We've got the revolution, we've got a straight angle. Let's just finish everything about naming angles. We've got four more angles that we need to talk about. Acute angle, which we're going to talk about now, obtuse angle, right angle, and a reflex angle. Now what I want, I've just put everything together in one diagram so that our life is easy. Now what angle is an acute angle? This is an angle which is less than 90 degrees. Now there is quite a lot of talk about whether it's just less than 90 degrees or it is an angle that is between 0 and 90 degrees. And I prefer to say it's between 0 and 90 degrees because minus 180 degrees is less than 90 degrees, but it is not an acute angle. So maybe more correctly, we should call this angle X, and we will say it is between 0 and 90 degrees, and it is an acute angle. And what example of an acute angle do I have here? This is this particular angle. It is less than 90 degrees, it is greater than 0, and therefore it is an acute angle. Then you've got another angle that is obtuse. Now, obtuse angle is between 90 degrees and 180 degrees. So this one, we're going to write here, it is between 90 degrees and 180 degrees. Or if we called it X again, maybe it's not going to be appropriate to call it X. We're going to give it another name. Let's call it Y. If we called it Y, then Y will be the angle between 180 degrees and 90 degrees. Now look carefully. I'm not saying it's or equal to 180 or equal to 90 because 180 is a straight angle. It's not an obtuse angle. So the angle must just be above 90 degrees, but it must just be below 180 degrees. And we've got this angle here. If you look at this angle, it is greater than 90 degrees, but it is not a straight angle. So this is going to be our obtuse angle. And if you like, you could just say this angle as a whole, this obtuse angle here. Let me just write here on the side. This obtuse angle that we have in this diagram is 90 degrees plus Q3. It's 90 degrees plus angle Q3. That's an obtuse angle. Then we go to a right angle, which I think everyone knows. Right angle is equal to 90 degrees. Now, we've got a sign to show that it is equal to 90 degrees, but there's something also important to mention about a right angle, is that it tells us about the two lines that form it are perpendicular. So we need to put this one down. So if I hear that lines are perpendicular, I know that they will form between them 90 degrees. If the lines form 90 degrees, it means that they are perpendicular. So this is implying that lines are perpendicular, but if lines are perpendicular, it implies that the angle between them is 90. And of course, we do have an angle which is 90 here. This is this angle Q2. So angle Q2 that we have is equal to 90 degrees. So the angle Q2 is 90 degrees. Now the last one that we discuss is the reflex angle. Now reflex angle, remember we said the acute angle is between 0 and 90. We said the obtuse angle is between 90 and 180. Now we also said 90 degrees is between perpendicular lines. Then a reflex angle is it's above 180 degrees. So I'm going to call it Z, but it is less than 360 degrees. So this is between 180 degrees and 360 degrees. So this is a reflex angle. Not very common, but I want you to see it. In this case, it is Q3. Q3 is a reflex angle in our diagram here. Q3 is reflex, and you're going to see it as we talk about it in our discussions in grade 11 and 12 geometry. But for now, you must know that there is that angle, which is the reflex angle, which is between 180 degrees and 360. And this takes care of all the angles that we need to know about or we need to remember, so that it becomes easy if ever the examiner in the paper starts to talk about a reflex angle, you know what they are talking about. It's an angle between 180 and 360 degrees.